Hello friends. Welcome to English Story Channel. Please don't forget to like our video and subscribe. Your support helps me write more stories and grow the channel. Thank you for being a part of English Story Channel. Let's learn English together. From beginner to confident speaker, your English journey. Part 1. The first step. When Emma was 16, she decided to learn English. She lived in a small town where most people spoke only her native language. But Emma had a big dream. She wanted to travel, make new friends, and maybe one day work in another country. English, she thought, was the key to that dream. At first, learning English looked very difficult. She didn't know where to start. She searched online for how to learn English fast, and saw many videos, apps, and websites. It was confusing. Some people said, you must study grammar first. Others said, just listen and speak. Emma didn't know which advice was right. So she decided to start small. She downloaded a free app and began to learn 10 new words every day. She wrote them in a notebook. The first words she learned were, hello, thank you, good morning, friend, and school. They were simple, but to Emma, they felt like magic. Each new word was like a small door opening to a new world. The next week, Emma began to watch short English videos. She chose children's stories because they were easy to understand. She listened carefully to every word, even if she didn't know all the meanings. She repeated after the speaker. Sometimes she laughed because her pronunciation sounded funny, but she didn't stop. She knew that every small effort was part of the journey. One evening, she told her mother, "Mom, I am learning English." Her mother smiled and said, "That's great." "Why English?" Emma replied, "Because I want to see the world. And I think English will help me meet new people." Her mother nodded. "Then never give up," she said. Emma began to make English a part of her daily life. In the morning, she listened to English songs while brushing her teeth. On her way to school, she repeated new words in her head. In the evening, she watched English cartoons with subtitles. At first, she understood only a few words. But after a few weeks, she could understand full sentences. She made mistakes, many mistakes. Sometimes she forgot words she had just learned. Sometimes she said things in the wrong order. But she kept going. She wrote in her journal every night, "Today I learned something new. I am proud of myself." One day, her English teacher at school asked, "Who wants to say a few sentences in English?" Emma's heart started beating fast. She was scared. Her hands were shaking. But then she remembered her dream. She raised her hand and said, "Hello, my name is Emma. I am learning English. I like music and movies." The class clapped. Her teacher said, "Good job, Emma." At that moment, Emma felt something new, confidence. It was small, but it was real. She realized that learning English wasn't just about words or grammar. It was about believing in herself. That night, she wrote in her notebook, "Today I spoke English in class. I was scared, but I did it. This is my first step." From that day, Emma promised herself she would keep going, one small step at a time. She didn't need to be perfect. She just needed to keep learning, listening, and speaking. Because every journey begins with one step, and Emma had already taken hers. Part 2. Small steps every day. After her first small success in class, Emma felt proud and happy. She realized that she really could learn English if she tried every day. But she also knew the journey was long. Some days she felt strong and excited, but other days she felt tired and wanted to give up. Still, Emma remembered her promise, one small step every day. In the mornings, she began a new habit. She read one short English paragraph before breakfast. It was from a website for English learners. The stories were simple and interesting, about daily life, travel, and friendship. Sometimes, Emma didn't understand every word, but she didn't stop. She underlined new words and guessed their meanings from the story. Later, she checked them in her dictionary. After school, she liked to walk to the park and listen to English podcasts. The speakers talked slowly, and the topics were easy. One day, she listened to a story about a girl who moved to London. The girl said, "I was afraid to speak, but I practiced every day." That sentence stayed in Emma's mind. She whispered to herself, "Yes, that's me too." Emma started to speak English to herself when she was alone. She talked about her day. "I am walking to school. The weather is nice today. I have English class this morning." It felt strange at first, but slowly, she began to enjoy it. She realized she could use English in real life, not only in class. At home, her family noticed her progress. Her brother teased her sometimes. "Why are you talking to yourself in English?" he laughed. Emma smiled and said, "Because I want to be good at it." Her brother shrugged. "Good luck, future teacher." Emma laughed too. "Maybe one day," she said. One evening, she decided to start writing a small English diary. Her first entry was simple. "Today I watched an English video about food. I learned the word, delicious. My mom cooked soup, and I said, 'It's delicious.'" She laughed. She wrote a few lines every night. It became her favorite moment of the day. Writing helped her think in English. She didn't translate from her native language anymore. Instead, she tried to express her thoughts directly in English. That was a big step for her. Weeks passed, and Emma started to see changes. When she listened to songs, she could understand some lyrics. When she watched videos, she needed subtitles less often. She even joined a small online group for English learners. They practiced speaking together once a week. The first time she joined, she was nervous. Her hands were cold, and her voice was shaky. But everyone in the group was friendly. A man from Brazil said, "Don't worry, we all make mistakes." A woman from Japan added, "We are learning together." Emma smiled and said, "Thank you. My name is Emma. I am happy to meet you." That evening, she felt proud again. She was no longer learning alone. She was part of a global community, people from many countries, all learning English for their dreams. But not every day was easy. Sometimes she felt stuck. She couldn't remember words or understand fast conversations. On those days, she felt frustrated. She even thought, maybe English is not for me. But then she looked at her notebook and read her old notes. "Today I spoke in class. I learned new words. I am proud of myself." She smiled. Those small steps had already taken her far. So she told herself, it's okay to be slow. It's okay to make mistakes. What's important is to keep moving. And that's what she did, every single day. She didn't notice it yet, but with every word she learned, every sentence she spoke, and every mistake she corrected, she was slowly becoming more confident. The journey was working, not because she was perfect, but because she was patient. Part 3. Finding Confidence. Months passed, and Emma's English was getting better. She could read short stories, write her diary, and understand simple conversations. But there was still one big challenge: speaking with real people in English. At school, she practiced with her classmates, but they often spoke in their native language. It was comfortable, but Emma knew she needed more. One day, her teacher announced, "Next week, we will have an English speaking event. You can meet students from other schools and practice together." Emma's heart jumped. She was excited, but also nervous. That night, she looked in the mirror and said to herself, "I can do this. I just need to be brave." During the week, she practiced speaking every evening. She stood in front of the mirror and repeated simple sentences. Hello, my name is Emma. I like reading and listening to music. What are your hobbies? She also listened to short dialogues online to learn how people start conversations in English. She repeated them again and again, until the words felt natural. When the event day came, Emma woke up early. She was both excited and scared. At the event, there were many students from different schools. Some were shy like her, and some were very confident. The teacher said, "Let's start. Please walk around and talk to someone you don't know." Emma took a deep breath. She saw a girl standing alone and decided to go to her. "Hi," she said with a smile. "My name is Emma." The girl smiled back. "Hello, I'm Sophia. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too," Emma replied. They talked slowly. They made mistakes, but they laughed together. They spoke about their hobbies, favorite movies, and future dreams. After 10 minutes, Emma realized something. She was speaking English, really speaking, and it felt amazing. After the event, she went home full of energy. She told her mother, "Mom, I spoke English for almost 1 hour today." Her mother smiled proudly. "See? I told you you could do it." That night, Emma wrote in her diary, "I met a new friend, Sophia. We spoke English together. I was nervous at first, but after a few minutes, I felt comfortable. I think I am improving." From that day, Emma started to practice more confidently. She joined online speaking clubs every week. Sometimes, she even helped new learners in the group. When someone said, "Sorry, my English is bad," Emma smiled and replied, "It's okay. We are all learning. Don't be shy." Her confidence grew little by little. She wasn't afraid to make mistakes anymore. She knew mistakes were part of learning. When she couldn't find the right word, she didn't stop. She tried to explain it in another way. She felt free. One afternoon, her teacher gave her a big surprise. "Emma," she said, "you will represent our school in the English speaking contest next month." Emma's eyes opened wide. "Me? Really?" "Yes," the teacher said. "You have worked hard, and you inspire others. You can do it." At first, Emma was scared again. But then she remembered her first day, the day she said just a few words in class. She smiled and thought, "I have come a long way since then." For the next few weeks, she practiced her short speech every day. She recorded herself and listened carefully. She corrected her pronunciation and learned to speak clearly. When the contest day arrived, she stood on the stage with a calm heart. She looked at the audience and said, "Hello everyone. My name is Emma, and today I want to talk about learning English." She spoke slowly, clearly, and with a smile. Everyone listened. At the end, they clapped loudly. Emma didn't win first place, but she didn't care. She had already won something more important, confidence. That night, she wrote one simple sentence in her diary: "I am no longer afraid to speak." Part 4. The Confident Speaker. A year had passed since Emma started learning English. When she looked back, she couldn't believe how far she had come. She remembered the first day she opened her English book and felt lost. Now, she could understand stories, write her thoughts, and even speak to people from other countries. She smiled and thought, "This is my English journey." Every morning, Emma continued her routine. She still read one short English article before breakfast, and she still kept her diary at night. But now, everything felt easier. English was not just a subject for her anymore, it had become a part of her life. One afternoon, she received a message from her online friend Sophia. "Hey Emma. Our English group is planning to make a video about learning English. Will you join?" Emma hesitated for a second. She had never spoken English in front of a camera before. But then she remembered her promise, never stop learning, never stop trying. She replied, yes, I'd love to join. During the weekend, Emma and her friends met online to record their video. They talked about their experiences and gave advice to new learners. When it was Emma's turn, she smiled at the camera and said, "Hi everyone. My name is Emma. A year ago, I was afraid to speak English. I made many mistakes. But I didn't give up. I practiced a little every day, and now I can speak with people from all over the world. If I can do it, you can too." Her friends clapped and cheered. After the video was posted, many people watched it and left kind comments. Your story is inspiring. Thank you, Emma. I will keep going too. I also want to speak English like you. Reading those messages made Emma so happy. She realized that her journey could help others. She wasn't just learning English anymore, she was sharing hope and motivation. A few weeks later, her teacher invited her to talk to younger students who were just starting to learn English. Emma stood in front of the class and said, "I know it feels hard at first. You may be shy or scared. But every small step matters. When you listen to a song, when you write a few words, when you say hello to someone, that's learning. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just start, and never stop." The students listened carefully. Some smiled, and others took notes. After her short speech, one little boy raised his hand and asked, "Emma, were you afraid when you started?" Emma laughed softly and said, "Yes, very afraid. But I learned something important. Confidence doesn't come before speaking, it comes after you try." That moment stayed in her heart. She realized that true confidence grows from courage, not perfection. Now, Emma used English almost every day. She watched movies without subtitles, wrote emails to international friends, and even helped other learners online. Sometimes she made mistakes, but she didn't care anymore. She knew mistakes were a sign of progress. One evening, she opened her old notebook and read the very first line she had written. "Today I learned the word hello." She smiled. That one word had started her whole journey. She took a new page and wrote, "Today I can tell my story in English. I can talk to people from different countries. I can understand, and I can be understood. I am not perfect, but I am confident." Then she closed her notebook and whispered to herself, "This is not the end. This is just the beginning." Because Emma now knew the truth, learning English is not a race, it's a lifelong adventure. And she was ready for every new word, every new conversation, and every new challenge that would come her way. She had become what she once dreamed of, a confident English speaker.